25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Little touch pass to the receiver. Kearney on the Jets. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback has got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
Wants to throw on third down. He's got the back in the middle. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure coming. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Leaves it with the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
South Carolina 7, Alabama 0.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, to give, looking for room. It's a running room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
End off from the shotgun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Creates a little space. He has the first and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They're executing beautifully.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
South Carolina.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They'll go to the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. A little screen to the running back. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
That's caught. It's Horton. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense, and the offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Simpson. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Catch in the middle. It's Carter. Wide open spaces. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And I love it. First play of the game, they're trusting their quarterback to take a shot. He got the coverage he wanted. He found his one-on-one matchup, and his guy made a play. You cannot start better than that, fellas.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Douglas. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and we saw that right there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making checks. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing. Execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out.
It's Harvard. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking to pass, it's Sellers.
Gets it out fast. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Quarterback running on the draw. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the back. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfect.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But, man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. With the catch, it's Carter. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The throw to the outside is complete. Oh, he's got some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. To the air, it's Morton. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping. The defense was ready for that one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw again. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
So now it's 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Joyner. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Here's the pressure. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got his man. All out of space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Makes the grab. It's Smith. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, the tight end was in blocking on that play. The quarterback just kind of freaked out. He was just trying to find someone to outlet and dump the football to. He found the tight end. He wasn't expecting it, and as a result, loses yards on the catch.
A run for the quarterback.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Got it in the middle, it's Bennett. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Joyner. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to throw, it's Morton. Snagged in the middle, it's Carter. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it on the outside, it's Carter. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
The QB did a great job hanging in the pocket, showing great toughness. But I will tell you this, that offensive coordinator ain't happy. He doesn't want to see those hits continue to pile up on his QB.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Brown. Pocket breaking down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, South Carolina.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. This defense will try to keep everything in front. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The DBs will back off a bit. Quarterback adapting. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Complete downfield. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Floating away. Fires downfield. It's caught. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Takes a handoff. It's Joyner. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Joyner. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice third down conversion.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's loose. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Touch pass on the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Morton. That's caught. It's Virgil. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Eakin. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get the third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They're going to run it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
I like it. This defense defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Fires left. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Touchdown, Red Raiders! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Trying to get behind the defense. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The quarterback has got to just settle down and take a breath. Threw a bad pick last drive, almost threw another one on that last play. He's got to regain his focus.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working that left side now. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
The short hands, it's Brown. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Grab near the sticks, it's Smith. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. The corners are walked up tight. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They move on top here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Dickey. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Dropping back, it's Morton. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And, man, that's a little frustrating. I like the job by the quarterback. Get the ball out. Let your receiver make the play. But just understand when the play's over. Like, I'm not going to cut that back up. I want to get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible.
And you want that clock to run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Under fire. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
That's a big drive for this offense. In the 4th quarter, now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Morton. catch in the middle. It's Carter. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Joyner. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Virgil. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in. It's Douglas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the fumble goes out of bounds. Final play of the game, and that's going to do it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.